Hello and welcome to another episode of SpaceTimes. First of all, we'd like to welcome new members of the Starbases community into the game. Although the game's launch suffered a few minor inconveniences and bugs, the devs were quick to patch these out, so we hope that you'll have fun with Starbase Onward. Today, we're covering yet another collective leak and an old reignited drama around Okim. Once again, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Between the 27th and 28th of September, the contents of a private text channel used by Collective's intelligence branch to collect information about new members and persons of interest leaked. Collective intelligence agents used OSINT techniques to gather information about new recruits' online presence in order to deduce if they're a spy from another faction. Most of the research stopped at checking the recruit's Steam profile, but some investigators also managed to dig up some more private details, like IPs and IRL addresses and names. The channel also alluded to the possibility of using StarMap as a means of gathering data, but the messages mentioning that were overall inconclusive. This has led many people to speculate on the legality of Collective's actions. But Collective quickly responded by explaining that OSINT techniques aren't illegal and they never doxed or blackmailed anyone with the information they gathered. They've also responded by implementing a system that periodically deletes old messages to avoid such a leak in the future and improve the transparency of their integration process. Nonetheless, the affair was a major blow to the faction's diplomatic reputation, and a lot of other factions decided to cut ties with them. Recently, an old affair in the Starbases community has been reignited. Okim, a talented and famous ship designer who joined Frozen Byte during the closed alpha, has been attracting a lot of attention from the community for quite some time. A few months ago, and before joining the dev team, he was approached by Frozen Byte with the task of compiling a list of other talented ship designers. It was at this time that some people noticed that the list of designers getting into closed access mainly comprised of Okim Workshop's members. This alone wouldn't raise much suspicion, but then screenshots of conversations between Okim and other ship designers started surfacing, in which he promises dev recognition for joining his faction. Nearing the end of closed access, True Chemosh Cult also revealed that Okim had spawned an unreleased dev ship from a future build of the game to play with them. All of those events had prompted people to question if Okim can be trusted to overcome the conflict of interests and treat all factions fairly in the future. We've contacted Okim about the community's concerns, as we wanted to ask him a couple of questions and hear him out, but he only responded by blocking us and banning us from his Discord servers, as he does with anyone mentioning the topic, and said that he forwarded the questions to the community managers. However, as the days ran by, we didn't get any messages from there either, so we reached out to them too and got the following response. As you can see, the devs are currently too busy with the game's launch and they don't have time or energy to deal with the situation, but we've also been reassured that a statement on the matter will come sooner or later. And thus, we've concluded another episode of SpaceTimes. I'd like to thank our newest field reporters, Cody and Xavis, for researching the topics of today's episode. If you'd like to apply for a position or become an ambassador for your faction, join our Discord server via the link below. Subscribe to the channel to stay tuned to Starbase news and follow us on Twitter for any minor updates. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.